Cleveland Force Baseball. Today we're going to take another shot at passing the first stage of this Carlos Correa epic player mission. You may remember in our last episode we had well, first of all, let's go back. It says the first stage here is to defeat the Houston Astros on All-Star difficulty in a player versus CPU game. And we attempted to do that. Ivan Nova pitched a terrific game through 6 innings, and then he gave up 4 runs in the 6th inning, and we were just never able to get back into it, and we ended up losing 4-3 was the final. And so we're going to take another shot at unlocking this first level again this afternoon, or this morning, early afternoon, whatever you want to call it. So, oops. Alright. Let's get back into here, and we'll find the Astros here. There we go. We'll increase the difficulty to All-Star level. And let's see, we played as home last time, so we will play away. Holy smokes, this is alright. We will go ahead and turn on the MLB Network presentation. It's close to 1 o'clock here in the afternoon here in the Cleveland area, so we will keep it here. Now, this is something I really wish that they'd add more of a franchise type component to the pitcher selection instead of doing it randomly. If you could go on a different guy every 5 days or whatever, add some realism to it, but this is okay, I suppose. Okay, now here's my lineup. As you can see, if you've been watching these videos, we have a new face here. I bought a pack of cards right before we came on the air, and Billy Hamilton was in that. So our batting lineup, or our starting lineup, actually here today, I'm going to go again with a little bit of a different lineup. Kyle Seager did pretty well for me last game, so I am going to put him at third base, and I am going to momentarily take Giancarlo Stanton out and put Cabrera in at first. We will give Nelson Cruz a day off and put Giancarlo Stanton in right field. I've also put Yasmani Grandal in the lineup. I was using Wilson Ramos as catcher. I have taken him out of my lineup, and I've put Yasmani Grandal in instead. So our lineup today, here, let's make just one more adjustment here. So this is what our lineup today is going to look like. Billy Hamilton leads off and plays center field. Xander Bogaerts will play shortstop and bat second. Miguel Cabrera is at first base, he'll bat third. Giancarlo Stanton is in right field, he'll bat cleanup. Kyle Seager will play third base and bat fifth. Ryan Braun is in left field, he'll bat sixth. Yasmani Grandal is the catcher, he will bat seventh. Ben Zobrist gets the start at second base and bats eighth. And let's find out who our pitcher is going to be here. Looks like we're going to get Bob Feller on the mound this afternoon. So everybody enjoy it. We'll talk here soon.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one today in Diamond Dynasty between the Force and the Astros. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. David Paulino is on the mound for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how we get things underway here in the Space City. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees our game time temperature. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Out of play off to the right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Weak grounder back to the mound. And a rather easy first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Man, I think the key here is their game plan at the plate. They have to be selective. They have to understand who's on the mound and when he's going to get wild and when he's going to give you something to hit. And when be ready and jumping when he brings it over the plate.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. He's set. Here it comes. Bullet back up the middle. Springer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. McCann has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Bob Feller, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, HR? Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Well, this bunt's part of his game. You know he can fly, and everybody on the field's anticipating it, but he dropped it in the perfect spot.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of background on what's going on with Bob Feller in my Diamond Dynasty here. His last outing, he went 7 innings for me, and he did pretty well. He only gave up 2 runs. He didn't really even give up a hit until the 6th. But it was a lot like the last game with Nova, where I blew it late, and unfortunately he's 0-1 for me.
Here's Nori Aoki as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
With all that speed over there on first base, I'm not surprised to see that fastball on the outside corner. That's almost like a pitch out.
1-0 count. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball just a bit up. There goes Altuve. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
From the stretch. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. 0-1 count and the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
Here's the 0-2. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
You know, this is the kind of location you can get away with when you throw your fastball like that. That's certainly not where he wanted it to end up. But when it's coming in that hot, it's tough for guys to put it in play, especially when they're protecting with 2 strikes.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. Here's George Springer, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Feller pauses. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Here it comes on 0-2. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Altuve is on his way home, and the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Runner in scoring
Well, I guess I
position
should have paid a little bit more attention to Springer there. I don't know why I didn't think he'd be running, but obviously he was.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Well, we'll see. They came back on me, for those of you that saw the last video. They came back on me, so let's see if I can play, put some better at-bats together and come back on them.
Here to begin the second.
Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here's Ryan Braun now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, but McCann is able to hold on as they get the swinging strikeout.
Well, let's take a look at the Stros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at the catcher. McCann can. Yeah, Brian McCann. I love how he catches and throws, and he calls a nice game, too.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
In now, Ben Zobrist. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Right side. Altuve from deep in the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Houston leads this one 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Beltran. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Carlos Beltran.
Into the windup and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Braun ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And this will be fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two. No one out with a runner at second. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. And in the outfield, Ryan Braun. He's been an interesting case. Played shortstop in college. When he first signed, they moved him to third, and then he learned the outfield. He's had to play on both the corners and a little bit of center field. The thing I like about him, he'll catch the ball and throw to the right base.
Stepping up now, David Paulino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first two strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Here's the 0-2. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with two strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and go get him again.
Hit back up the middle. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Tapper right back to the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, that's a nice infield single. And was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you used to say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nori Aoki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We've played 2 full. The Astros lead it 3-0. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the 3rd inning in this one on MLB Network. So digging in now, Bob Feller. 9-1-2 due up.
Bob Feller.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter. When you fall behind in the count 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. One out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and there were two down.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Striding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first two outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the two-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first two outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gonzalez has got it, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Astros on top, 3-0. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Puerto Rican sensation Carlos Correa gets set to kick off the inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
One ball.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Digging in to try it again, George Springer. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a big swing now by Springer, but he was a little early that time as it finds the seats foul. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Feller gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1-2-3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game.
And the pitch. Grounded, foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. We'll see Miguel Cabrera leading off when we get back. On now to the top of inning number 4. Astros lead this one 3-0. Ready for another chance? Miguel Cabrera. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Miguel Cabrera.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, Matt, I don't know if he was trying to go that way or if he's a little bit late. 96 miles an hour is tough to catch up to. But I got to give him credit. He did put the barrel on it.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Beltran is going to get there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Kind of an excuse me swing, actually. I was not going to swing at that pitch, and he baited me into it.
Number 15, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Seager. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Here comes the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
The 0-2 home. And this is fouled at the plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Ready with another 0-2. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So stepping in, Ryan Braun comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Astros lead it 3-0. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Baseman, Alex Bregman.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
That's just frozen. Big curveball up and in the zone. That's one you want to hit, right? But he wasn't able to pull the trigger. That just froze him.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Waiting in the on-deck circle, there's Carlos Beltran. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Here's Carlos Beltran. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. So a 2-run home run for Carlos Beltran as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman, Marwin.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he misses with it. 1-1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in, David Paulino, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
He's really struggling in this game, Matt, but you know what? It hasn't been the first pitch strike. He's throwing 60% of the time a first pitch strike to hitters. It just hasn't been good stuff that he's throwing up there.
Now he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And a neck-high fastball that time. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Feller's ready. 2-2 on its way home. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Okay, folks, what the plan is going to be here, because this isn't going too well, is I'm going to try to play a couple more innings here, but if I can't get back into this here in the next couple innings, I'm just going to end it, because I don't want this to go on too much longer the way it's going right now. So let's go ahead and see what happens, and we'll go from there, okay?
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch, clearly looking for a fastball.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 18.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. 1-1. Here it comes. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Zobrist awaiting the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Bob Feller.
D. Gordon will get the call. The pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Astros on top, 5-0.
Your attention, please. Now
Called to the
pitching,
bullpen here as the hard-throwing right-hander Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment. Here's Nori Aoki.
Okay, folks, this is going to be the last inning I'm going to play because, like I said, I don't want this to go on a lot longer, and we're getting close to an hour here on this. So I'll go ahead and play this inning, and then we're going to be done, and we'll try again some other time.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Stanton looking up, out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo home run here for Nori Aoki. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
the batter, number 1, shortstop.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Correa.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Hey, every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Nope.
And that misses. 1-1. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. This one's down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Brian McCann stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is going to be a foul ball. Benoit has the target, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back. Got 2 quick outs, and now he's got 2 strikes on this hitter. He's got a chance to get out of this unscathed the rest of the way.
1-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 5 innings complete, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Hamilton.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Really aggressive swings right now. Ball's out of the zone, up high. He's swinging through them, not going to put him in play. He's really got to bring that pitch down and get it into the strike zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches, gets a 2-2 count, and gets a base hit.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another chance. Giancarlo Stanton 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Beltran will pull this one in, and that will retire the side. One hit, one left.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this game. This just is not going well as well as I hoped it would. And I don't want to subject you to any more of this because we're just about at an hour on this broadcast. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a game. And we'll try this again. We'll take another crack at it either later this evening or tomorrow or sometime soon. So, well, I'm sorry that I wasted people's time with this today. If I would have gotten back into it a little earlier, maybe I'd still go. Maybe we'd still be playing. But I've got too much to do, and I don't want to subject you guys to any more of this. So, be looking. We'll try this again at some point here soon. We're going to go ahead and call this game. The final score here in this Carlos Correa Player Epic edition of Cleveland Force Baseball. The Houston Astros 6, the Cleveland Force nothing. So long, everybody.